Oh. Well, guys, we finally got some snow. Barely make it out of my house here. We've got about 2 foot of snow today. I've been plowing since 4 in the morning. Had to go into work and plow. So I'm getting pretty tired. It's about 2 o'clock in the afternoon now. Plowed all day up there. Now we're gonna go ahead and test out this new Artillian plow. My first time using it. The neighbor came in with a snow blower. He did make a little path for me up here. He had to go plow the neighbor out, so while he was here, he figured he'd plow mine as well. But yeah, as you guys can see here, we've got quite a bit of snow. Had to force my doors open here on the shed, and you could almost not even see the Artillian plow anymore. So let's go ahead and get this tractor fired up, and we'll get plowing here. Curious to see how the tractor performs now that I did that fuel filter, cleaned all that out. I think it's gonna run a lot better now, and I should have a lot more power as well. So let me go ahead and get this thing warmed up, and I'll meet you guys out there. Just to give you an idea how deep this is. I don't even have the plow hooked up yet, and it's already spinning, so hopefully I don't get buried here, but hardest part's gonna be getting hooked up to the plow. I wish I can keep it inside, but my shed is just not long enough. Had it been maybe a foot longer, I would have been able to keep it inside, so that's gonna complicate things a little bit. All right, guys, so I've got the driveway all plowed up now. The Artillian plow did good. I definitely got to adjust the skids a little bit more down because as you can see, I plowed up some rocks here and there. My driveway never seems to freeze because I have blacktop millings on top of my driveway here. All they do is make a mess every year. As you can see here, the stuff never freezes. I mean, look at it. It doesn't matter how cold it gets, the stuff never freezes. So if you don't have your plow set absolutely perfect, same thing with the push box, it'll always push rocks into my lawn. So next year I plan on paving all this, hopefully. If not next year, then the year after, sometime after I get my garage. That way this will be all paved and I ain't got to worry about it no more. But if I don't end up getting it paved right away, I think I'm going to strip all these millings out with the tractor and put in some nice crusher runs, some nice crushed limestone, and that'll pack in real tight. Either way, it's got to be redone and resurfaced before we do blacktop anyway. So I'll probably end up actually doing that first. So next winter, hopefully we won't have to worry about this loose stone. But as you can see, the plow did a really good job. I back dragged it up by the door here. What I did was I pushed everything towards the fence here. I was able to angle the plow, which is really nice. Get alongside the house here, and I was able to angle it right away from the door, and then I angled it back and pushed it up. With my push box, as you guys remember, I could only get so close to the door, so that always left like 2 feet in front of the door that I had to shovel. All I had to do was basically open the door when I got done, and it knocked over the rest of the snow. So really glad I can back drag now. One thing with this really heavy snow is, since this plow has like an auto float function, which is why this chain is here, you only have the weight of the plow coming down to be able to back drag. So when you go to back drag with it, just remember that sometimes if you got real heavy snow, you may have to do it 2 or 3 times just to be able to let that plow settle all the way down and get underneath the snow. So like the first time I did it, I grabbed like maybe 8 inches to a foot. Second time was like 6 inches, and the last time was like 3 inches. And once I did that, it turned out really good. As you can see, we're just above the driveway here. There's maybe not even an inch there. So it worked really good. I was able to get right up next to the doors, which is again something I was never able to do with the push box. So yeah, it worked out really good. Being able to angle it as I pushed into a pile was really nice, because often with the push box, I always had to come straight onto a pile. So if I was pushing this pile here, I always had to be straight, because if I was at an angle, I would be going into my yard. With the angle plow, it's nice because you don't always have to be dead on when you're pushing in a pile. So if you're at an angle, you could just hydraulically angle the plow to match the pile, and then that way you can just have a nice square push into your lawn or at the edge of your driveway. So that works out really good as well. Here's where I put the other bank. This is in front of my trailer mainly. You can see how nice it turned out coming up this way. It is pretty warm out still. It hasn't really froze good yet. The ground is definitely not 100% frozen, so I assume this is going to get better too with time. This stuff was really wet and heavy, and it was a lot of snow. That was a good first test for the plow. But yeah, I did my neighbor's driveway here. It was really nice also for angling the plow away from the truck here. Any kind of vehicle or whatever, it's nice. You could angle the snow away either direction. If I would have done this in my push box, I probably would have had a big pile right here. You know, I can get close to the push box, but there's always that stuff that's coming out of the push box, that's coming out of the pusher, that's always rolling over the sides. So you got to do it a couple times with the push box, or with the plow, you just angle it. It gets everything away within the first or second pass, and then you can go ahead and pile it up. So yeah, it turned out really nice. Widened the mouth of the driveway there. So we're supposed to get some more snow tonight. I think we're gonna get like another 6 inches or so. That's what they're calling for anyway. Whether or not we get it or not, that could be a different story, but I'll definitely keep you guys posted, and if we get any more snow, we'll be back out here with the BX and the Artillian plow. Next time I come out here, I will probably end up lowering those skids just a little bit more. I'll probably take maybe 2 or 3 more washers off the ends and adjust the skids down just about another maybe ½ inch or inch lower, and then I don't think I'm gonna have this issue anymore with gathering the stone. It took me a little bit as well with the push box. If you guys remember when I first built that push box, the first couple times I plowed with it, I was plowing all kinds of stone, and then about midway through the year I had it all figured out and I really wasn't pushing any stone at all, which says a lot considering, like I said, this driveway never freezes. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure you guys stay tuned. Hopefully we get some more snow. I've got some projects for the Kubota BX coming up, some really cool projects I think you guys are gonna like. Different modifications, upgrades, that kind of thing. So stay tuned for that. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Don't forget to comment, like, subscribe, and as always, we'll see you guys in the next one.